Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge chandelier called the Berceau. This is going to be the 5-arm version 10-1281. Beautiful fixture. A lot of details. Let's get into it. So, if you're on the page for this on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, look over on the right-hand side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say, click here for installations instructions PDF. Click on that for me and open that up. These are the install instructions that are going to be in the box when you get this, and there's a lot of good information there to show you. There's a full parts list that's going to show you all the things that are going to come with this: canopy, retaining ring tool, all those good things. It's also going to show you how these things are used. So I'll get into that in just a second. Let's get into measurements. This is 25.5 inches overall height, and that's going to be from the bottom of the fixture to a loop where the first piece of chain is going to start. 25 inches in diameter, has 5 arms. So you'll notice on that parts list, it's going to come with a 5-inch round canopy with a loop on it, and that's what your chain is going to hang from. There's a bracket on the back of this. That's going to go over your 4-inch junction box. This is what you guys have in your ceiling. So it's going to connect onto that with that bracket and hang beautifully from there. Chain comes down. Super easy. It's only 26 pounds, so it can hang from one of these without any problem. It's also going to ship with 15 feet of wire. That's going to be more than enough wire to come down from a second story. So if you're going to be hanging this in a foyer, off a cathedral ceiling over a dining room table, you'll be fine. However, it's going to ship with 36 inches of chain. And if you need more chain, because you do want to do those two things I just mentioned, we do sell more chain. You just have to contact me about that, and it's easy. So, chain has a seam on one of the long sides that allows it to open and close, and you can use as little or as much as you need to or want to. Remember, to connect the canopy to the fixture, you've got to have at least one piece of chain. Usually a couple more look pretty good, but that's the minimum that you would use. Keep all that in mind. You're also going to notice there's this retaining ring tool. It's a metal tool, has a flared end with little notches on it. It's going to accept this retaining ring, and this is what is going to be used to keep the glass onto the fixture. This goes into the end, basically just kind of snaps in like that, and you're going to use this as a proxy for your hand, and it's going to go over into the glass. You're going to put the glass over the socket, and you're basically going to be doing this. Think of this with a piece of glass on it, basically. And then you're going to retain it on there, carefully doing it, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, remember? Pull it off, and that's going to be on there holding the glass on. You're going to take this and put it into some kitchen drawer that you use for batteries and all kinds of tools. Forget about it, and 10 years later you may need this, and then you'll have it. I do sell these all the time, so don't lose it. Everything costs money. So getting into socket, let's hop into what you can use in this. Hubbardton Forge says you can use up to 5 60-watt incandescent bulbs, and you can still do that without a problem. However, a lot of you guys are going to want to use LEDs. No problem at all. So there's no limit to the LED going in. The only limit is, it's got to be able to go in a chandelier type B socket to begin with. There's no limit as far as wattage goes, because these things are only using a very small amount of wattage. They don't generate much heat. That 60-watt max is for the heat generated by an incandescent bulb, because incandescents get hot. These guys don't get hot. The other thing about these is you can kind of choose, the shape. Not a big deal. This guy's going to be a little easier to get in there because it kind of comes up higher in the glass, so you'll be able to just reach in and put this in with absolutely no problem. These can max out, believe it or not. I found these up to 100-watt equivalent. You're not going to need that with 5 of these. I would just get 5 60-watt equivalent versions of this. You can get on Amazon or any website, Home Depot, Lowe's, True Value hardware stores. I found them on Amazon. They're super easy to get there. Remember that when you're buying LEDs, you want to choose your color temperature. So I like the glow of a warm light bulb, and that's the incandescent bulb we all grew up with. That's going to be 3000 Kelvin. If you like that whiter doctor's office outdoor light, that's going to be 4000, 5000 Kelvin. It's really up to you. You might be in my camp and like the warmer light. If you do, just make sure you're buying a 3000 Kelvin warm white LED, and it'll tell you on Amazon or any website or on the box about that. And then, like I said, I think you only need about 60-watt equivalent versions. Those are the easiest ones to get. Even 40 watts. You've got 5 of these, don't forget. Buy a dimmable version if you guys want to dim it, and put it on a decent dimmer that's set up for LEDs. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with, and they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.